Yeah, never went to bed hungry, always had clothes on my back. You could talk to them about certain things that you couldn't talk to other people about. So yeah, they were more than just coaches. So it was down to me to just be dedicated and disciplined and committed. So I knew the sacrifices I had to make. Play fight with my friends, a few fights at school. I knew that I didn't want to do that and it weren't beneficial. Watch out for me in my next boxing fight. That's what you need to do. Yeah, I'm training hard.
Hi, and welcome to the Community Heroes podcast with Esty and
Matty.
And today we're interviewing John.
So John, can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself?
My name's John. You've asked me my age, and I've had to leak it, so I'm 49. I stay healthy and fit. I like all aspects of healthy lifestyle. We've got a gym downstairs to help the young people, try and encourage them to use the gym, eat healthy. So take note, when you get older, you're going to be looking like me and looking fresh. I've been working with young people for a while, since I was a young person myself, so that's kind of still what I'm doing now, partly. Plus I coach any individual from young people up to adults, fitness, a little bit of sewing, some carpentry, and a little bit of gardening.
So John, I heard you play sports. What sports do you play?
At my age, I still box. I'm stay fit, stay strong, stay healthy. So there's a organization that's called White Collar. So it's like anyone can join from 18 to 55. So I got a few years left, but I stay fit up till, as long as I can. But yeah, 55, I want to boxing when I'm 55. Maybe. You got to stay strong and fit though. Got to keep training.
You mentioned that you work with a lot of young people. What do you do with them?
Anything from sports to creative activities and life skills. So here we do carpentry, bike maintenance. I do a little bit of motorbike, but not a lot. A little bit of gardening when it's called for. So the season's gonna kick in soon. Spring bulbs are coming on. Sports, a lot of sports activities, fitness.
So we've heard about your fitness and stuff. So what do you do for a living?
Work with young people here as a tutor, doing carpentry, personal training, clients from young people up to adults, boxing classes in Goldsmiths Uni, various ages, all levels, and also gardening and sometimes sewing.
What was your childhood like?
Absolutely great. Challenging at times, but still, nonetheless, we overcome them challenges. I didn't grow up in London though. I grew up in Birmingham, so a bit different. But I knew down here because I had family down here. I travelled across the pond to see family as well. Not as a young person, but yeah, just to see what their lifestyle was like. Never went to bed hungry, always had clothes on my back.
How would you describe Birmingham in your point of view?
Definitely a nice city. We just got the people are obviously nice, got family up there, met loads of people doing my different courses in colleges. So like my tailoring, my carpentry. People come from all over different areas to obviously go to one college. So I met a lot of good people there. There's some challenging areas, as you all aware of now. Challenging behaviours, crime is everywhere, but overall it's a good city.
Who is your community hero and why?
No childhood hero. My coaches and my instructors, they were likeable people because, they had the facilities for young people to do something positive, do something productive. You could talk to them about certain things that you couldn't talk to other people about. So yeah, they were more than just coaches.
How did your coaches help you and support you?
They had facilities to for me to train and do what I like doing. That was their main goal, obviously. So it was down to me to just be dedicated and disciplined and committed. So I knew the sacrifices I had to make. So the coaches are there as a mentor and a role model to just guide you. But yeah, you know as yourself, you just need to stay focused. Yeah. Parents are there as well. Uncles, aunties, brothers. I was trying to encourage them to train, but I knew that I was the athlete and they weren't the athlete. So I'm always in the gym. I'll join once, I'll join.
Do you have anything to say for the listeners?
Watch out for me in my next boxing fight. That's what you need to do. Yeah, I'm training hard. Camp isn't up on the horizon just yet, but I'm staying in shape, as I always do. So try not to smoke and try not to drink too much. And listen to your parents. Listen to your parents. They have words of wisdom for you. And stay focused on the Lord as well.
So, John, you talk about boxing a lot. Did anyone or anything inspire you to become a boxer?
One, I used to play fight with my friends. A few fights at school. But I knew that I didn't want to do that and it weren't beneficial. Watching a lot of boxing matches, obviously, seeing the greats box. I knew I had a gift. I knew I had a talent. So started boxing at a young age and stayed focused. Did martial arts as well in between. So with one of the instructors that I mentioned, that he had the facilities for.
Why do you think boxing's a good sport for young people to engage in?
Self-control, self-defense, and also, like I am speaking to people like listening and the young people here, you could also inspire someone to just take a sport for just a hobby or just to stay fit.
You talk about growing up as being really great for you. What would you describe your community as?
Community is nice. Yeah, most of the neighbours' parents knew each other. So obviously the young people, the children in houses knew each other. Went to most of the same schools. Went to most of the same play areas, play groups.
What does community mean to you?
Sharing, man. You got to share whatever you have. You got to share love. You got to share. Even if you have who's got some sweets or food, just help out a neighbour. They do the same for you. That's how the community is. And if someone needs a lift, maybe with something, just take time out. Take time out and give back something. Yeah, don't have to be the person you know necessarily. So yeah, help out. It will come back to you.
What advice would you give to people who are like you when you're younger?
Focus on your talents. Focus on your gifts. You've got to just make your own path and follow your own route and direction, and stay focused on your projects. Try not to get you too distracted. There's a lot of distractions out there. Too much.
What do you know about the Windrush generation?
So I'm a child of my parents that came over during the Windrush. Yep, that's as much as I know. And they came over as immigrants from Jamaica and to potentially find a better life over here. But I know it was challenging. My mum spoke about it, my dad spoke about it, my auntie spoke about it. And yeah, it was challenging for them. Just, my mum even says she missed out on seeing certain family members and even her own parents and siblings. Yeah, so that was tough. Yeah, they had to separate.
What did your family or friends contribute to the world, England, when you came over?
Dad and my stepdad, they worked and built up after the war. My dad worked on a railway. My mum worked in various other projects and jobs. Even my granddad, I remember him working in a galvanizing industry, steel works. Most of that people on the boat, everyone had to contribute somehow with a skill or a trade.
Okay, so John, how do you think things are like for young people these days?
Just challenging overall, because they're growing up and they think that what they're doing is cool, and because they want to be in a group, want to be in the gang. You want to be cool. They don't want to be like left out. But facilities wise, it's well, things like this we can facilitate individuals, young people on half term, after school clubs. Young people that are here from school that they can't even go to school. So it's there for them if they need it and they want it. So they have to take advantage of it to make themselves a better person.
John, thank you for your time.
Thank you guys for watching our podcast. Please like and subscribe.